What's up, everybody? This is JR with JR and the crew. I'm right here with Gabriel Cannon.
What's happening?
Hey, stay posted. It's part 2.
Back with the fantastic Gabriel Cannon.
Hey, fabulous.
The amazing.
Love the intros. Come
We've
on
been
now.
digging,
Come on
digging,
now.
digging.
Before I get on stage, it's gonna be Janet going to introduce you.
I think she wants to be your hype woman.
Hype woman.
We start a whole new
hype
field.
woman.
Right.
Hype man.
Now, well, before we left, Janet said there was a hidden message. So what is that hidden message?
Well, I want to know if you guys got it, because I already know the message, but I want to know if you gentlemen got it.
That was a gym.
It was a gem.
Here, write it down.
No, it's cheap.
Okay, so
I am gone.
I am gone. Okay, so I'm gonna run with this one because
with it.
you know there's a lot of hype with selling yourself out. There's a lot of hype to taking the oath. There's a lot of hype with all of that in Hollywood.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
And so he said, here comes this brother with his little ashy brothers. Right?
Yeah.
I got that. So
We ain't asking no more.
right, you're not. They got
Make a
that
little
coconut
nappy
oil. A little bit of coconut oil. But anyway, so do you think that at any point now as an adult looking back, do you see that perhaps there was a little bit of selling out going on?
I didn't ask that.
I could say seriously in myself, if I look back at my own, like there was some things I did that wasn't true to me. And that's what I would call the definition of selling out. I would say it's more of doing things that for something that you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, like to me, selling out is doing this show with JR.
No, that's a good sellout. That's a good sellout. Stop
I'm
it.
just kidding.
That's a good sellout.
That was a good
Being
one.
here with this girl right here.
No, but I
I'm
understand
just
what she's
kidding.
saying.
Yeah.
I think if we could go back and do some things different, we would. Like I said, I would handle some things different. But I came to a point in, like I said, I actually wouldn't change anything, honestly. Like I wouldn't change anything because I came to a point to where, okay, I had to realize, like, okay, I can't keep building windows in somebody else's mansion. Really, you know what I mean? I can't keep building up. So, Nick, I mean, not even Nick, the industry really, like, they have it's how you play this game. There's a book, I'm gonna tell everybody, it's 48 Laws of Power, man, that people run their life off of. One of the laws is only give them enough to where they got to keep coming back. Right. So if I see you're an amazing artist, bro, like you're great and I need an artist for my company, I'm going to keep giving you just enough to where you cannot go build your own art studio. You're going to have to keep getting this check because now if I give you enough to where you, or even compliment you enough, or even let you know like, dang, you doing better than the big, if I give you more insight, you now, in my mind, become competition.
But that sounds like corporate America.
That is corporate.
That's
America.
what I'm saying. That's what.
Yeah.
That's
who runs Hollywood.
Right. And so if that's how they playing this game, right? You didn't have to come and say, okay, do I play the game or do I be selective with the players? So if I play the game like this and this is just how the game go and out of the numbers, my little brother, and I'm on autopilot, it might take years for me to realize, like, oh, snap, you felt that? Like, I didn't even see that. Like, you know what I mean? I was just playing this game. Like, and yeah, that's what I've learned. I picked up. And so I had to, like, redefine what success was. When I got signed to Def Jam from North Carolina, I thought once you get signed to Def Jam, you buy your mama a car, you good, baby. Like, definitely wasn't like that. You're in debt now. Like, you know what I mean?
Because you owe them, right? Because they're forking out money.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, they done gave you signing bonuses. You got all this budget in, and
right.
At the same time, to learn how to play the game as a record exec, if they give me a signing bonus for your album, and I'm spending all this money, your album never come out, we could flush that. I don't owe nothing. But if my artist is my family member, and I done got you hyped up, and we done flushed it, and we done got, like, I done set you up for failure. I don't know if you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so, yeah, it's just this game we playing. It's almost like, you know, they a lot of people, I mean, Biggie said in the song, blood and money don't mix. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, they say don't do business with your family.
Yeah. I mean, and I understand that too on another level.
It's to a certain extent.
Yeah, by being business, by being in business now, like I've got, like with my friends and stuff, if I'm starting a business right now and I go try to get some people that's my friends, I'm gonna have people showing up a little late, like, and they not gonna expect me to do what I like. If I hire somebody and get a resume and somebody, they're not gonna. If my friend can be like, man, I'm tripping, bro. They chewing gum all in conference meeting and tweeting, and because we got that relationship. But if I go, okay, I'm building my business, I go hire somebody who got a resume and professional, and we don't have a personal relationship. It's just business, you know what I mean? So it's definitely an interesting dynamic, but love conquers all.
So all this stuff that you've been going, so you're saying all this stuff, dude. Like, you've been through so much. You've seen the politics, the drama in it. So what was the last straw to get you to that point where you're like, I don't want this anymore? You know
Before
what I mean?
that, tell us about the sex, drugs, and rap.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
in the studio.
Like, before you, like,
and before
said
the
that.
shooting.
Whoa.
The shooting? Who got shot? That's part 2.
I read that too today on.
So before he left, that's why we got to get to that.
That you and supposedly it was you and somebody else who went to go rob somebody.
Yeah.
Right, in the industry. That's how I got to know you. That's the first thing I Googled, and you came up like that.
No, that sucks. And you know? For a while, that, like, you know, I played golf in the 7th grade, you know, and we kept that up, playing golf. Just, you know, I looked at it like, if black dudes don't play golf, I'm gonna play golf.
Yeah.
I'm black. And I would go to golf tournaments, and when that happened, like, that's one of the first things that pop up when you Google me. It's like those people hit me like, you know, Mr. Cannon, we don't condone this type of. I got to cancel me on the golf tournaments like that. We don't. But so long story short, what happened was that, like I said, I seen my brother doing all kinds of things, and like I said, I got to a point to where I got to start building my own. You know what I mean? I was a support system. Whatever you need me, I'm there. You know. But now it's like, oh, I got to start building something for me. I went and created a company, Chasing Amazing, few different companies, and just doing everything, shooting music videos. I seen that when I was signed to Def Jam, that, you know, from watching the Jacksons coming up, having a bunch of brothers, I seen their artist development. You know, they're taking them through interview training, and I seen when I got on Def Jam, they just pushed us out. We on 106 in Park, and it's like, Andy, do y'all think, like, if it wasn't for my pops, we wouldn't have been ready, like, and so there was, you know, these Def Jam and these big labels, they didn't have that artist development structure anymore. They wanted you to come ready, and so I created a company kind of reintroducing that, developing the artists, and you know, was just doing that, shooting their videos with this guy. He took the name, you know, because in Hollywood it's a good name. You can't be mad at it. The boy did a good job. He kept his name clean. It's a good name, for real. And so, you know, this guy sees that, you know, it's like, yo, I'm gonna make you the president of my company, and with your name, and we'll make it happen. We start really doing stuff. I mean, doing All-Star. We was throwing the All-Star party for Dwayne Wade and all this crazy stuff. It's like 2010, and you know, because of the name, people was putting money, and I'm like, before I'm under this umbrella, I'm not seeing, it ain't coming in my name. It's just, yo, Gabe, can you throw a party? And it's like, I ain't got no budget, but I'm showing off for Big Bro, and I'm gonna make sure at the end of the night, you know what I mean? So I'm getting all the things and doing all this with no budget and all this. My only goal is to make Dude happy, because if Dude happy, he running the world basically. I'm good, right? Like, if you got me, and so, like I said, back, and so he's using my name basically, and I find out he's robbing these people. You know, and it's like, you know, I got, you know, my father was a minister. My earliest memories of seeing people being delivered from demons. Like, you know, it's like, I know what truth is. You know, I know what the consequences of sin or whatever might be. Like, even my whole holiday, sex, drugs, and walking around, I was the type dude who, man, before I pop a pill, I'm going to pray over it. Like, you know what I'm like? Literally.
Lord, don't let me die.
Lord, exactly.
No,
like,
Lord,
God,
let it make me feel good.
I know I'm not supposed to be doing this. But you God, like literally would just, you know what I mean?
Okay, you still have God in you, no matter what.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no matter.
It's the morals.
Even people, especially Christians, will be like, man, you did
So you're
what?
PK
Like,
then. You PK.
yeah, man, absolutely.
I'm a PK too.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
I
you
grew
know,
up-
we go to the edge.
we're like right here, you know?
Yeah.
No, you guys literally tip over and then somehow come your way back.
It's Jesus. It's Jesus, man.
We know there's grace and mercy. That's why.
Preach on it. Yeah, man, absolutely. And
So what about your turning point? Like JR was saying, your turning point. What got you? What was the last straw of just
right? Because was danger before your turning point? Yeah,
it was definitely before my
There was
turning point.
danger. There was this.
Was
You
a
got
lot.
arrested. You
in and
drugs,
out of
in and
there was all
out.
of
So
that.
you're basically just spiraling, right?
Yeah, and so what I was saying about because this image, like, it's almost a gift and a curse. Because I'm just, like I said, I was doing what my brother was doing. This guy is using his name. I found out this guy's a crook. He realized, like, yo, Gabe ain't, and so he's basically like, all right, well, forget you. I'm gonna keep doing this. I end up telling the guy, well, listen, man, Mariah has seen all the work that we've been doing, and she wants us to shoot this. I did lie. I lied at this point. Mariah's been seeing.
He was like, if I can't beat him, I'm gonna join him.
No. I just, because what happened was
Me
with
and
all the money, I was spending, he was buying his wife diamond rings. They went and bought a new house. I mean, Dwayne Wade and whoever else, they was giving this dude bread. But,
Do you have a name?
For purposes of the case,
Bobby?
for purposes of
Bobby J?
we're
Was
gonna
his name
get-
Bobby J?
Nah, I got a homie named Bobby J. He a comedian.
That was my cruise name when I went on a boat cruise. Bobby J.
for
That's
real?
another story. You come back for that.
So this guy, so he basically tells me he's gonna keep doing it. I told him about, yo, man, Mariah sees all the videos we've been shooting, man. She wants us to shoot ours. He comes back. Well, he moved to Seattle, bought his wife a new house, all this with these celebrities' money. And so he came back. He about to come get Mariah. You know what I mean? I call my pops. I'm calling Nick like, yo, I don't know what I got this dude coming on the way. I've been basically robbed. You know, I don't know how to handle this. I'm in my 20s, you know, and nobody answering the phone. So I have him meet at Nick's studio. They run into one of Nick's business partner. Yeah, Gabe told us we could be here. Nick's business partner tell him like, well, Gabe, no, we got to fill out time. Like, you can't just show up. Like, and I get on the phone with him. Oh, what? They didn't let you come in? Just wait right there. I'm gonna come cuss them out, and we're gonna get it all on the footage because they thought we were shooting a reality show, and we're gonna get it all the footage. Just set the cameras up. These are my cameras. Remember, this is the only thing I wanted. Yeah. Set the cameras up in the green room. And
so you're having them set everything up when you're on your way.
Yeah, because we're going to get this footage of me cursing them out for disrespecting y'all. I know I ain't even supposed to be at Nick's studio right now. You know, and so they set the cameras up and think this about to go on. I have my homeboy, I got some hard-headed, show up. I'm taking the cameras from the green room, dropping them off in their car in the front. The dude ended up realizing God came from the back of the studio to the front, seeing me. I ended up getting all the cameras. But now it was time to talk to this guy. His business partner was doing real business. What happened? What happened? What? Bang, 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 bang. Oh. We ended up fighting. In the middle of the fight, I'm good with these, but in the middle of the fight, I realized, like, oh, snap. I'm on Ventura Boulevard in front of my brother's studio. This boy done came from the trenches, done made all of it, and I'm out here fighting. And so I have a reality check and bang. You know what I mean? I get hit. And, so my thing is, we already got my cameras. Let's go. They got ladies screaming and all kinds of stuff. I'm taking on like 4 or 5 dudes.
TMZ's there by now.
Yeah, well, not even yet. We get in the car. He calls the cops. I got an all blacked out car. They say we got AK-47s all in the car. This is around the time T.I. got arrested with all them guns. And so next thing I know, I'm on Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, like on Ventura by City Walk. helicopters out, like 40 cops going,
Do
drones.
that? Oh.
Yeah. And so the whole time while we on the ground, step out the car side, they think we got artillery all in here.
Yeah.
They're in front of Nick's studio with TMZ doing an interview, and he lying. They took my chain. They took my watch. He trying to get tears out like, oh, Gabe Cannon is a monster. And
this stuff is real.
Yeah, and so
I get putting it on.
Yeah, he putting it on, but but I didn't realize the value. They're not even saying my name. They're saying Mariah Carey's brother-in-law. They're saying Nick Cannon. So they're not even saying. So I'm not realizing the part. But I'm on my way to jail, and I'm seeing cars just flying past the police car and go another, and they rerouting this car, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like. And I was like, man, there's paparazzi on us. We can't even get to the station. And it's like, I'm not realizing this boy done married Mariah Carey, dude. Like, you know what I mean? And everybody wants to know what's going on because her name is.
Yeah, they heard it on the radio.
Yeah,
so there it is.
And so it's like, yo, I mean, and I felt like a gorilla in the cage. The officers coming through the cell, like, yeah, that's him right there with the shirt. I done been in Phyla blood on my shirt. And it's just like,
but he no longer has a name at this point. He's Mariah Carey's brother-in-law.
At all, and I'm locked up, but I ended up getting let go. It was my equipment. I had people bring up receipts that this is my equipment. I didn't steal anything. They ended up releasing me, being my friends. I would just make sure no paparazzi out here and let me get away. And but the damage was done because every media outlet has already ran a Gabriel Cannon robbery, assault, AK-47.
That's what it says. Yeah.
Did your brother call you and tell you anything? Or
Man, Nick did a radio. He was doing a radio station. He did a radio show. He named it Sleepless Nights. Sleepless Nights. He asked America, should I go bail him out? He did a poll.
Yeah, he did.
Should I go bail him out? He left it up to America.
That's an entertainer.
He might as well should have said my ashy little brother.
Yeah, my
ashy little brother.
But I mean, putting your marketing mind on is like that's the only thing he knew. He know my dad. My dad is a soldier.
So what's your relationship like with Nick now?
I love Nick. I love him with all my heart. I love you, boy.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Do you ever spend time with the kids? Do you see Mariah ever?
Nah, I don't never see them. You gotta go work with Nick. Like, you know what I mean? If you're not working with them, you probably ain't gonna see Thanksgiving. You probably see him like
because he's in his lane. He's doing his thing.
I just think that Nick has disconnected a whole lot. And I can see that. I mean, I can speak for myself watching him throughout
you're a friend.
Years.
You've known
I've known the family, and so he's disconnected a whole lot, and it's sad. In my opinion, it can be a little sad because at the end of the day, you can't forget where you came from. In nursing school, they tell you today you can be the nurse and tomorrow you can be the patient. So I think Nick has disconnected a whole lot.
I mean,
as long as he has love for you, I mean, at this point, like you said,
and I'm not just singling Nick out. This is why we're doing a show like this. It's the siblings of the celebrities, and you all sound the same thing. I have seen the same thing. So it may be a Hollywood thing.
It's definitely Hollywood. Like I was saying earlier, man. Like that's the people who care about you the most is not the people who they want around you. Like, I mean, look at all these artists or entertainers who die with drug overdose. Like, if you ask their family gonna tell, like, I didn't even know he was like, they would have, and the reason why they didn't know because I didn't see him. Like, I didn't see him.
Well, Hollywood is good at isolating you away from.
I got the phone call that they was about to be on TV that night. But, like, I got the little present in the mail. But I had no clue. Like, and then being in this position, you got to understand, these people, for me, like, I don't even know to the extreme that Nick even knows. Like, you know what I mean? Because when you moving. Like, we all got busy, man. And we have to look back like, yo, damn, those all my boys, though. Like,
right. How's his health now? Do you ever touch bases with him?
He has lupus, I mean, like I said, I think he's definitely got the money to beat with that, man.
He's going to beat it, but he's strong. But he's going. I mean, that only just brings your health down, though. I mean, because you have to rest.
He's definitely been recommended to slow down. And that's not going to happen.
Because he's on Power. He's on
Mask.
Power 106.
Power 106.
Oh, okay. I was like, you sit down, bro.
Oh, you guys live here?
Over here we call it Power.
Your mom and dad and brothers live in
my mother's
LA?
in North Carolina, but everybody else is out here in.
That's here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you actually got tired of the whole thing because right now you are at a place now. It's building Gabriel Cannon.
Before you go there, we're gonna take.
He always does that, doesn't he?
Dude, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
rude.
Let's be back. And take it.
Every night, Thursday night, only Thursday night, 8 p.m., JR and the crew.
Everybody, we are back with Mr.
Wow, so subtle.
Gabriel.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, why does he sound so romantic
Because you know what,
and sexy
this,
over there?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm so.
Should we turn off the lights? I think Jimmy's feeling a little kind of funny over there.
Can you guys go away? This time for me and Gabriel. Gabriel, I just want to tell you. No, we're back with Gabriel Cannon, and this. I mean, it's an interesting story. I know you guys are. And like tripping out and everything, and the siblings in Hollywood. Real quick before we go, and I know Junior's going to ask you a question. Do you don't have to go into it, but do you know any other siblings that kind of went through the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of us out here.
So can you give them our number? Because we want to hear on the show. Okay? All right.
No, because we, like Janet was saying earlier, you know a lot of people that go through that,
Yeah.
The older brother or the older sister, somebody's been very successful. So it's like they feel they have to either match them or beat them. So in a sense, it becomes a competition.
Yeah.
And because it happens with, I think, all siblings in a sense,
I think it's not even a match or beat them. I think most of the siblings, it comes like, yo, how can I support you? How can I I think most siblings would be like, if anybody, brother or somebody, it's like, yo, bro, I carry your bags. I would have done it if you was broke. I got love.
Right,
I think it comes from a place of these people almost outgrowing where they come from. Like,
that's what I meant about isolation.
Yeah. I mean, even just with example, if somebody gave you, and since you guys are believers, right? If somebody gave you the foundations of Christ at your origins, Jesus is the way, the truth, the life. That's what this world is about.
Yeah.
Right? And then you go out into this world, and then so many people show you so much other things. And then, like, the person who gave me these keys didn't really show me life success. Somebody else showed me how to get the money or how to be successful or how to get the girl. These worldly, you know what I mean? And so now what you've told me doesn't really look like what success is to me. So now I'm almost searching for something better. So I could come back and show you, like, even out of my pure love, I want to show you that, you know what, you might not have been right, because there's people over there tapping into powers, in which demonic powers, but you know what I mean?
Well, we all know that.
Yeah,
we all know that.
Yeah.
But then when you come and it's like, yo, man, I done shook so many people. I done came so far from where you could have ever brought me. What makes what you say true? And that kind of creates a divide of outgrowing your foundation or outgrowing these country folks or outgrowing, you know, whatever that is. It's like now these niggas wouldn't even get it. Like,
no, and you going into the direction you're going now because you said, you know what, hey, you know what, I'm gonna separate myself. Not just to prove to yourself that, hey, I could do it on my own, but because you literally gave your life to God, went to Bible college, fell in love.
it was nothing I did. Because if it was up to me, bro, I'd still been out there, and you probably would have, the Gabriel Cannon, you would have known, would have, like you read with the riot, would have been read a headline and said, Nick Cannon's brother has OD'd in a hotel room, or you know what I mean? That's what you would have.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing that
So you tapped into the drugs and all that stuff really hard?
I mean, definitely not really hard,
okay.
because like I said, I just play with the line a little bit. Let me just touch the line, I'm gonna go home.
Okay.
But because of the environment I was in, you know, if it wasn't from the foundation I was given to where now, like, you know, they say compare everything to the word. Like, if I couldn't compare this for what was already in me to say, listen, bro, you know you need to stop. Every night. I mean, it took years, but every night of, you know you need to stop.
Yeah. Now, Gabe, tell us what it is
stop.
that you're working on now. Let's turn around a little bit. And
right now I'm working on many things. Like I said, man, I've been in this industry. Before the industry, I even knew there was an industry. You know, there's been gifts we've been developing. So, man, I'm working on a lot of music. Like I said, I was on Def Jam, but I'm definitely changing the whole message of music. Music is a frequency. I think music is a mediator. You know, I think spirits can live in music. Music gives you feelings that nothing else. You be crying in a song. Come on. So I want to tap into that power with truth. You know what I mean?
So you're really creating music.
Absolutely, music. I also got a short film I'm working on now called Love War, which is basically 3 music videos, but put together it actually creates a movie. I'm working with that with some guys from Cypher Studios.
So is it a musical? Or is it just
a musical film? I'm trying to broadcast. That boy can act. That boy got, you know, that boy can act. That boy can rap. Like, and like I said, like you was kind of asking the dynamic earlier, because it does create a fear when you have this shining light, and it's like, dang, I got these few little sticks to put together to show them I'm good. I ain't got all that glitter, but when you see me, you kind of expecting the glitter. So I've kind of psyched myself out before. They're like, dang, I can't put that out because they're gonna expect it to be on this level because of the association, which hindered me from giving you all bodies and bodies of work, because I'm so focused on, like, man, I've seen it done on such a level that it has to be on that level before you can appreciate, because it's coming from me. You know what I mean?
But that's what you have to remember in life, because that's where people mess up. You see Nick's success, but that's not your starting point. Your starting point's here. But because you want to start where he's at, everything else is no good.
Or because you already been there. You know what a good meal smell like, and it's like, dang, I only got.
But you have to start where you're at.
Absolutely.
So, Gabe, tell us about what you do for kids.
Oh yeah, man, Young Visionaries, man, is an amazing organization.
Is that yours?
No, it's a family member, man, real close brother of mine,
Nice.
Terrence Stone, like real close to our family. He started it. I think he's been over 20-something years in the community. He was a former gang member, changed his life, met the Lord, and been really on the front line, man. I like a lot of people in these times is talking about they doing this and they giving, but you know, this brother Terrence Stone been on the front line for, man, over 20-something years, just giving back. I mean,
where's this located at?
We're in San Bernardino. We do many different events, man. We give away like 1,000 backpacks when they're going back to school. We give away like 2,000 toys on during Christmas, 2,000 turkeys. So
blankets, they did tons of
blankets.
stuff.
We're doing now because of COVID. We call it pull up and pick up. You pull up and you pick up. We get food boxes. So we actually got an event partnering with Amazon on Friday. That we're doing pull up and pick up.
We need to go and support that.
Please, and come bring the cameras.
We really should.
Yeah, please do.
This Friday?
Yeah, with Amazon too. And Amazon, we trying to because a lot of people are trying to give and show that, but they need that bridge to that community. So Amazon, let's go. All Access Broadcasting, Young Visionaries, we out there. So man, that's a lot of the stuff we're trying to do.
Now you even have your own show with All Access Broadcasting.
What's the show called?
Where the Sidewalk Ends. That's what it's called. It's on All Access Broadcasting every Wednesday at 8:00. You feel me? So yeah, man. So yeah, that's what we doing, man. we've been in the shadows, man. Like I said, man, we've been supporting Nick. Like I said, man, nobody makes it without a team, man. So yeah,
that's right.
Man,
amen to that.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what you guys are doing. So we're a family, man. Regardless of what this industry or whatever brings, we're a family. We're gonna forever support each other, man. And that's what we've been. But now is the time to, like, yo, there's more. Like, you know, if you've been seeing the fist, and now let me introduce you to the fingers of that fist.
Right.
So, you know, that's
so real quick. We're gonna be wrapping it up, but where? So you have all these things going on in your life right now, but where do you see yourself headed to? I mean, because you have the show, you're doing a music video, your music. So what's your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal, man, when I was in Bible college, man, I learned the value of a servant's heart, man. And I feel, and then I am so deathly afraid of the parable of the talents. The parable of his talents is basically God gives you a bunch of gifts, and when he come back, you better have used them joints, or you're gonna have to pay for the gifts you didn't use that you knew that was inside of you. And that's correct. That scares me because I feel like, and some people, like, they told me when I was little, you can't sing, but some people might not feel, but I feel he put so much in me that I have to, you know, and we see, man, life is a vapor, it's short. So I want to be used, man. So whether that's with the music, with the films, man, I have visions of one day having a camp with this, you know, amazing prayer walk with big statues of David holding Goliath's head and Daniel in the lion's den, to where these youth can go and you know, just have because when I went to Bible college, it changed me, man. You know, the idea of brotherhood, a servant's heart, to see, you know, go back to what's important in life, man. So I want to give that experience to all the youth, man. I want to be forever involved in youth. I want to develop.
Want to give back, you want to give back.
Remember Mr. Rogers? Remember, like, if you think about it, like, think about what they're teaching. Because I'm in the schools too. Like, I'm teaching in the schools, and I feel God got me parked there because hopefully it's a bigger vision. If not, I'm cool there. But you know, for public speaking. But like, if you look back in schools, they didn't teach us about who we are. Like, the people who taught us about, the value of a smile, or what do you do when somebody dies, or how do you feel when you're angry? The teachers didn't teach us that. People like Lamb Chops play along, the lady put a sock on, and, you know what I mean? And it was these shows, Mr. Rogers. So I want to be that guy for the, you know what I mean? I want to, you know, even with having all these kids, you know, I want to develop not corny things, but dope tools to teach and to feedback.
Yeah, it puts them in the right way.
Cutting edge stuff.
So I want to say something publicly to Gabe, that we're here and cameras on and mic's hot and everything else. That this is why I don't give up on you. And despite all that gets discussed on and off camera, I personally believe in you, and this is why I will not give up on you, because I see a bigger vision for you. And I definitely see it with youth. I definitely see it with cameras, and I definitely see it on stage. So you cannot give up. You have what it takes. Sometimes we just have to find your little road a little bit, but you have it. So thank you for being here.
No, thank you, man, for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate
almost
it.
got me in a tear right here.
No, but hey, your story, I think your story is really going to touch a lot of lives out there right now, because there is people struggling with that, trying to keep up with their other siblings, but they just got to find their place. You found your place. You want to reach people, kids. You want to be a great influence within their lives. You know, teach them. They want to do music, whatever they want to do. So you want to be that influence in their lives as well. So, any last words to anybody?
God is real. Tupac is still alive.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Well, you know what, guys? Hey, any last words, Janet, Jimmy?
Thanks for watching All Access Broadcasting, JR and the crew, every Thursday night, 8 o'clock, and we can't wait to show what else is coming next.
Yep.
Yes,
Thank
big
you,
things are coming.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you. Thank you guys. I love the show. I'm gonna continue watching every Thursday.
Every Thursday, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.